And a terrific effort this afternoon from the Tigers. Let's get out of this madhouse and go down to the Richmond rooms. Danny Frawley's began his press conference.
You're going to have to start keeping a win on it soon.
Oh, there's no doubt, Rowan. I'm a pretty laid-back sort of guy away from football, and you know, it's a great win, but it's only round 10, and let's see what happens after round 22. So from that point of view, I think the players, they really appreciate that it was a workmanlike win. Sure, there's a lot of people out there, but you know, we were just keen to go into another game. There was no hype before the game. It was just another game as far as we're concerned, another opportunity to probably show the people that we are a fair dinkum football side.
You must be pleased with the way that the team finished off the game.
Yeah, no, that's been terrific. I think, you know, early in the season there was a few probably people out there saying we probably weren't fit enough, but, you know, I think from that point of view, you know, it was quite valid because we were getting run over in the last quarters, but, you know, our last month has been terrific in that area. The boys are really knucking down, doing a few extras, and it's starting to pay off now. And, you know, as I said, we've had a few injuries, but I just think the opportunity that's created and the belief around those mid-range players from maybe 15 to 28 has really got a lot of belief now, and it's great from our point of view that I've got to actually tell some players they're actually not in the side on a Wednesday and Thursday, so from that point of view it can only be healthy.
I just thought you should have been further in front half-time.
Yeah, no, we were disappointed with that. You know, they were after a bit of belief too, and I thought if we could just capitalise on the entries into the forward line, I think it was something like 34 to 21. And maybe a few of those set shots. And listen, it was difficult out there. Those conditions were really blustery. It probably did suit both defences. But maybe our shots on goal, we really had a chance to really bury them early, which we didn't. But to the boys' credit, I said they kept chipping away and just building on the lead each quarter, which happened. And, you know, we were the side full of running at the end.
Danny, was fitness a factor with such a sizzling first quarter? The pace was really on.
Yeah, well, listen, we were probably disappointed with our first quarter. We went in with a few key indicators that we probably didn't match. We didn't match Collingwood, so from that point of view that, you know, they got a bit of a sting at quarter time, but, you know, they really responded after that, and as I said, they did throw everything at us, and we knew they would. You know, they're a side that has come off 4 defeats in a row, and they've had a terrific start to the season, so we just thought if we could just really do what we wanted to do in the last 5 weeks, we could really maybe that doubt would sort of increase. But, you know, we were pretty disappointed at half-time that we weren't further in front.
In a coaching perspective, when you've had Savage come out and do a great third quarter, is it good to have individual players live at certain times?
Well, listen, I just think that we use the bench as a 1 or 22. I think it's getting that stage. You know, 2 or 3 years ago it was used as a, and listen, I use it as a discipline tool, but you never just take players off just for the sake of it. I think you've really got to use it as an asset now. And as I said, Dragger, Wayne Campbell started on the bench. I think another guy you failed to mention was Greg Tivendale. He come on off the bench and really did give us a lot of run as well. So, you know, if we get 22 contributors like that, and listen, it's pleasing from our point of view when they do come on and have an impact, because it's disappointing when, you know, if you put a player on and they sort of just go through the motions. So that's been happening at the moment, and, you know, there's been no magic formula from Danny Frawley, I can tell you that. It's just been one of hard work, their style of play, and the players having a bit of belief.
You must be really pleased with the way the players have responded to your style. They have 5 wins in 6 weeks.
Yeah, well, 5 out of 6, I suppose. You know, you take Essendon out of the equation, we're right up there with Carlton, probably being one of the informed sides in the league. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see how the boys react to this big win. It's been something that was mentioned, I didn't mention it during the week, but the big games, or the blockbusters they call them, we haven't sort of done that well over the last 4 years. So, as I said, we didn't worry about tradition too much, but I think that'll give the players a bit more belief. And we've probably had a lot of spectrums in our wins. You know, the Geelong win was probably the best football we've played all year. Last week was a real grind, and today was something where 2 sides were in the 8, really had an opportunity to set their season up and in front of a big crowd. So from that opportunity, it can only be good for our younger kids.
Danny Frawley, their coach of the Red Hot Tigers, and they've got another big blockbuster next week against the Hawks at the MCG. Collingwood have now lost 5 in a row. We'll hear what they think about that after this.
Saturday Night Football.
Yes, he's got it! He marked the ball on the line. Great snap goal to the Cats.
Port versus Geelong, live 7:30. Then St Kilda meet Carlton. For more Saturday Night Football action on 7.
AFL football is the only game I know with 4 posts. If you don't get a goal, they give you something for getting it near enough. You kick the ball and go, did that go in? And they go, no. But we could see what you were trying to do, and your heart's in the right place. You can't do that anywhere else. Like if you want RACV home insurance, you've got to call 13 19 55. But you can't just lift up the phone, start hitting buttons and get through to somebody and they go, sorry, it's the wrong number. But I can see what you were trying to do.
My brother's son said he had an idea that'd make us rich.
That funny-looking kid said that?
Said we could